There you go.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do my best not to cheat on my notes here too much, but if I don't, I'll talk to like 3 hours. Like you said, my name is Wendy Carter. I'm here to share my story about how suicide has affected me and my family. I know it's an uncomfortable subject to talk about, but I honestly feel that as a community, if we don't get a little uncomfortable at times, we can't make a difference and make a change. So I'll get right to my story here. In the spring of 2011, my son Tyler was a senior here at South. In the spring of his senior year, he came to me and said he was struggling with some depression. And we got him some help that he needed or he was asking for at the time. And we kind of went through a couple of therapy sessions, but he didn't continue doing those. By the end of his senior year, he went through a pretty ugly breakup with his girlfriend of like 2 years. He didn't handle it well at all. He spiraled pretty quickly into a pretty dark place. And I was able to get him in a local hospital for a little bit, like 72 hours, maybe 4 days. You'll notice when your child's going through some times like that they will lose weight. He lost about 30 pounds in less than a month. He could not afford to lose that much weight. He was not eating, not sleeping, nauseous, vomiting, all of those things that you would go ahead and put with someone who's sick, like has a virus, but it was all due to his depression. We, like I said, got him some help, but at that time he didn't really want it. He was not very compliant with the treatment plan, didn't want to take the prescribed medications that were offered to him. He didn't want to go to the outpatient therapy that was suggested, and at the time he was 18 years old. So I, as a parent of an adult child, I didn't know what I could really do. Looking back now, I think I could have pushed him just a lot harder. We kind of, I don't know if brushed things under the rug so much, or we just kept on living. Things got a little better, and then they got really good because he started dating another young girl. Now, mind you, I love both of those girls, and they are always in my heart and in my mind. One of the first people I thought of when everything went down and everything happened. They were together about 8 months, and those 8 months were great. And again, they went through not a very great breakup. I saw Tyler spiral very quickly after that breakup, and he went really dark really fast. At this time, though, he chose to get help. He had moved to Lexington for a weekend, basically, and then he called me and wanted to get help. He wanted to move home, but the deal was you move home, you go straight to that same local hospital that he was in before. Again, he said whatever he needed to say to get that 72-hour hold. He told them, I will kill myself to discharge you. So they kept him there. He went in on a Monday. I could only see him on Wednesdays and Sundays, so on Wednesday I went to visit him. By Wednesday evening, he saw a doctor for about an hour, was diagnosed with bipolar, put on some different medications for depression, bipolar, and something to help him sleep. Long story short, Friday, they called a family meeting. My husband and I and our oldest daughter, Tabby, that Tyler requested to be at the meeting. We went Friday thinking that we were just going to do a family meeting, a little powwow, trying to get a game plan in action. And lo and behold, they said, oh, he's got a great support system, we're going to go ahead and discharge him. Looking back now, I wish I would have just said no and just left, but none of us really knew what to do. We were kind of shocked. And Tyler was even shocked. I don't think he was ready to come home, but he didn't really know what to say. I was going out of town that weekend, and my husband had to work, so I told Tyler, you have 2 choices, go with us or stay home alone. And he chose to go with me out of town to my parents' house. We had a great weekend with my parents and the girls, his siblings. And that Sunday night we came home, and he left the house for a little bit, and I know that he also smoked marijuana, on a very regular basis. Little did I know at the time, he also did the drug Molly. And I tell you this because I want you to be aware of the different things out there. I had no clue what that was at the time. So I am now, then I was a little more against medication, but I am 100% for prescription medication to help you out. But I urge you as parents to know what else your child is doing. I don't know if the cocktail that he was on caused anything else, but I do feel that that was a little bit of a cocktail for disaster. He did start going to the outpatient therapy on Monday and Tuesday of the following week, very willingly, wanted to get better. Monday he said he wasn't feeling much better. I asked again Tuesday, how are you feeling? He said, I feel worse today than I felt last week. Last week he was suicidal. And I said, oh, so I automatically assumed he'd be back inpatient. He was not. They was increased his one of his medications. That was Tuesday. I believe he left therapy that day very discouraged. There was a receipt found with a timestamp of that date and time. Wednesday morning, I got up to get ready for work, and I found my son in his car. That was on November 7th, 2012. My husband had just went to bed from working midnight shift. I got him, and of course we called the paramedics. And for whatever reason, I sat in the street out in front of my house in the rain. I don't know if I was trying to stay out of the way or if I kind of disconnected for a second, but I stayed out of the way, and I don't really remember too much of what happened until I looked up and saw the police officers walking across the yard. And at that time, I knew they were going to tell me what no parent wanted to hear. All they said was, I'm sorry. We did everything that we could. I remember, I know they spoke a little bit longer, but I remember trying to stand up and walk to the house, and my legs wouldn't work, and my body basically just wouldn't work, and my husband and the police officer had to help me into the house. And that was, it's a weird feeling, you guys, when something like this happens. You think it's like a heartbreak is like a mental feeling or something emotional. It's actually very physically painful. And then we had to pull ourselves together and tell our daughters. At the time, my oldest was a freshman here at South. I had a special needs son over at East Oldham Middle School, and then my youngest was 9 years old in West Elementary. The police officers, detectives, and they all told me with social media, we needed to get to our oldest daughter now. She would have known within the hour had we not got to the high school when we did. This community and this county and this district, this campus pulled together. I've never witnessed something like that until this camp. Everybody here pulled together, the school, the police officers, everybody. Trying to explain to two little girls why their brother is gone was hard enough, but to try to answer their questions of why he didn't want to be here with us, that's a question I'm still trying to answer. They go through phases, we all go through phases. My youngest actually, even almost 7 years later, she's a freshman here. And she is just now, with her therapist, speaking about her grief about Tyler. She's feeling those effects that she didn't feel when she was 9, 10, 11 years old. So the grief process after losing someone to suicide, it doesn't just go away. Sure, it gets easier, but it doesn't just go away. It just kind of lingers on, and everybody goes through things at different times. I share kind of all that with you because I think it's important that we understand that mental health is a family disease. It's not just the person that's struggling with it. Tyler struggled those last 2 years. He struggled really hard, and I think he was in a lot of pain. I feel like he could have gotten better if the resources were there for me. They were not there 7, 8 years ago, but they are now. And I mean, this right here is huge for our kids, you guys. I mean, I still have a freshman in high school. I have a young adult daughter who is a young mom herself. We have my kids have a lot of friends. So it's huge what's happening here tonight, and we need to use these resources here here a little bit, but I see some, like my daughter's a young mom. I know there's other young parents here. I know there's parents who have young adults. I know there's parents with all different age groups. You guys, it's not too early to talk about mental health with your kids. Talk to them, listen to them. I think my thing was, I tried so hard to understand Tyler's depression versus respecting his depression and getting him the proper help at the time. I'm a completely different parent than I was 7 years ago. My thing also with like my daughters, when your child says they have anxiety or they're depressed, we may think that whatever they're having anxiety about or sad about or depressed about is not a big deal. It may be the simplest thing in our hearts, but to your child, it is huge. Whatever they're going through right then is huge to them. It's huge to them, so it needs to be huge to us, and we need to not try to understand it. We just need to listen to them and give them the proper help. Something else that I'm still working on actually is getting over that selfishness of, I want to be my child's ear. I want to be the only one they want to come and talk to. And that is not the case. There's things that my daughters don't want to talk to me about, and I need to get over that. It's not about me. We need to have a person. Like, your child needs to have a person to talk to, whether it's a school counselor, their teacher, small group leader, if they go to church, a friend's parent, whoever, to talk to and let them have that person. And if they have that person, you come to an agreement with that person. If my child comes to you and you're talking and they're going to harm themselves or threaten to hurt themselves or someone else, then you guys reach out to me and we talk and we figure things out from there. Something else, I know this was a parent event, but I know there's some students here. I see a few of them. Some of them I know, some of them I don't. You guys, ask for help. If you are sad or depressed or having some anxiety issues, don't worry about bothering your parents or making them mad or annoying them. Annoy the crap out of them until they get you help. If they don't get you help, you ask for help again. And you ask and ask and ask until you get what you want and what you need. You guys, if you have a friend who has come to you and they are struggling, you need to reach out to an adult. Both of my daughters, myself, my husband, we have, I think because of what we've been through with Tyler, people reach out to us and we completely encourage it. But my girls' friends will reach out to them and tell them things, and then my girls will immediately tell an adult if they think that friend is suicidal or going to harm themselves in any way. They've almost lost friendships over it. They've been hated. They've been, friends have been mad at them for a very long time. Their friends have felt betrayed. But their motto is, if you're mad at me and you're ticked off at me, you're allowed to be mad at me and ticked off at me. That's just the way it is. So, you guys, parents, I'm trying to think what else I said here. Just listen. Just listen to your children. Kids, speak up. I promise you, the world's not better without you. Here, I can guarantee you it's not. I promise you, our world is completely shattered without Tyler. It will be shattered 10, 20, 30 years from now. We will still feel the effects of Tyler being gone.